For me, the best way to truly learn something is by drawing it. Observation alone can only take you so far, but once you start sketching, you begin to notice all the subtle details that you might have missed otherwise. The texture of the fur, the rhythm of the body, the expression hidden in the eyes, they all become clearer as I move across my sketch. Every line teaches me something new. For this page, I wanted to return to that mindset of discovery, so I chose to study the red panda. I've been filling my study pages with several species at once, usually 3 or 4 related animals together, but this time I decided to focus on just one. The red panda is the perfect subject for that. It's the only living representative of its family, and it stands alone even within its genus. So I didn't want to pair it with anything else. It deserves its own page, and honestly, since I've been feeling a bit lazy and unmotivated lately, it was nice to just draw a single creature without the pressure of creating a complex composition. This felt like a small but meaningful step back into my drawing and learning routine. When I started reading about the red panda, I realized how unique this little animal truly is. It's not just its appearance that makes it special, but its entire place in the animal kingdom. A creature that stands completely on its own branch of the evolutionary tree. Despite sharing its name and a love for bamboo with the giant panda, it isn't closely related to bears at all. Modern genetic studies show that it's actually closer to raccoons, weasels, and even skunks. That already made me look at it differently, as something quietly separate from everything else we think of when we imagine pandas. Its full thumb and elongated wrist bone used to grasp bamboo is one of those wonderful examples of evolution finding similar solutions in very different species. The red panda is a climber at heart, perfectly adapted to a life spent among the trees. Its flexible joints and curved semi-retractable claws let it move easily along branches, and it uses fallen logs and tree stumps as pathways through its forest home. I loved reading that they prefer areas close to water, hidden in the misty, cool forests of the Himalayas and parts of China. It's easy to imagine their quiet movements in those green bamboo-filled slopes, solitary and mostly unseen, living in a world that feels untouched and ancient. Even though they seem playful and almost whimsical in appearance, the red panda's story is actually quite fragile. Their numbers are declining rapidly, mostly because of habitat loss, deforestation, livestock grazing, and human activity all fragment the forests they need to survive. Even the bamboo they rely on struggles to grow when the ground is trampled by cattle. Reading about that felt sad, especially knowing that the red panda is now listed as one of the endangered species. It's a reminder that beauty alone doesn't protect the species, and that even the most beloved animals, those that appear in films, games, or as cute internet icons, can still be disappearing quietly in their real habitats. But there's also hope in how people are responding across Nepal and Bhutan and northeastern India. Community-based conservation programs are helping to protect their forests, and breeding programs in zoos around the world are keeping the species alive. I also learned how the red panda holds small but meaningful places in different cultures. In Nepal and Bhutan, its fur and claws were once used in rituals or believed to have protective power. In Bhutanese folklore, some even see red pandas as reincarnations of Buddhist monks, which feels like such a fitting image, gentle, solitary, and wise. In China, their fur has been used in traditional ceremonies, with newlyweds carrying pieces of red panda hide as a symbol of luck. These details, like tiny threads of history and belief, make me appreciate how long humans have been aware of this little animal, even if only in fleeting glimpses. From a visual point of view, I think that's what makes the red panda so inspiring to draw and paint. It carries both a sense of mystery and familiarity. It looks like something from a storybook, a mix of cat, fox, and a raccoon. Yet it's completely real. Its reddish orange fur and dark limbs create such strong visual contrast, and the patterns around its face almost looks like it is designed by someone, with those white markings that highlight its eyes and cheeks. It's a design that I think I will be using in future creature studies, and studying and drawing it made me realize how much character can be hidden in the smallest details like these. And because it's the sole member of its family, this study felt like it was like sketching the last page of a long surviving story. But of course, I'm hoping that this will not be the last page of my studies. Even though I've been moving a bit slower lately, I want to keep going one page, maybe a few species at a time. I've realized that the pace doesn't really matter as long as I keep learning and finding joy in the process. Drawing and researching the red panda was fun, and I remembered my purpose: to learn through observation and to build a visual library filled with living, breathing stories. Some pages take longer, some come easier, but each one teaches me something new about the species, about design, and about patience, so I'll keep adding to these pages whenever I can, and I hope eventually they'll come together into something meaningful. For now, I'm just happy to be back to drawing again, and I'll see you in the next species study.